Hello and welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the spine-chilling worlds of survival horror games and their kills. I'm Casa, and in the latest episode we checked out Resident Evil 7, so I thought let's check out one of the greatest indie horror series of all time, Fizz to Fathom, Ironbark Lookout. Ironbark State Park isn't just a remote job, it's a descent into pure horror. Is it paranoia, or is something more sinister at play? Who or what is watching Jack from the shadows? Let's unravel the chilling mysteries that haunt the Ironbark State Park. The game begins with 24-year-old Jack Nelson driving to his new job as a fire lookout at Ironbark State Park. While driving, he receives a text from his sister Kayla. She's suggesting there's a diner on the way with the best burgers in town. You must try them out. Jack decides to stop at the diner. Upon entering, he is greeted by the lovely Barb, a friendly waitress. After browsing the menu, Jack opts for the most unusual, strange combination. A meatball sub, some chicken nuggies, and a strawberry slushie. Before eating, Jack heads to the restroom, and watch this. I have the best aiming in a game. It doesn't matter what we're doing, shooting, peeing, whatever. Watch this, perfect aim, straight into the toilet bowl. He returns to the table, devours his meal with all enthusiasm, inhaling it in seconds. On his way out, Jack attempts to strike up a conversation with an old man, who rudely brushes him off. That old, fat, fossil dog. Back on the road, Jack arrives at the Ironbark State Park and meets Billy. After jump scaring us, Billy hands over the keys to Tower 11, where Jack will be staying for the next 6 months. Jack gathers his belongings, heads to Tower 11, drops off his bags, starts the Jenny, and spends a very long time. We did this on stream. It took us 30 minutes to find the password. Twitch.tv/Cass is linked in the description, by the way, to join the stream. Once the radio was set up, Jack hears a voice from Connor, a fellow lookout stationed at Tower 12. Connor introduces himself and warns Jack to get used to the frequent calls from him. Jack starts up a fire in his fireplace to warm up, then goes to bed. At 3:36 a.m., Jack is woken by the radio, but no one answers, leaving an eerie silence. We do what we always have to do at 3:30 in the morning. We wake up in the middle of the night, had to go take a whiz. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go over the sideline here and just go whee! Hopefully no one's down below. Then he heads to bed. The next morning, he wakes up to a stunning scenic view and enjoys a peaceful coffee. Later, Connor frantically calls about the smoke from an illegal campfire nearby, urging Jack to investigate it. At 8:37 p.m, Jack arrives at the campsite and finds a tent alongside with a machete, a grill, a lantern, and other miscellaneous items, but no people. Calling into the woods yields no response, and Jack's paranoia starts to creep in. Upon returning to his tower at 9:07 p.m, Jack's anxiety grows. He reports the abandoned campsite and hears a scream. Connor dismisses it as a red fox until Jack clarifies it sounded like a man. Connor mentions rumors of creatures in the woods and past disappearances, but assures Jack that the stories are likely false. Jack's daily tasks include temperature checks, night speed measurements, weather reports, and assisting hikers. After completing his tasks, he gets a message from Kayla with a recipe for a pizza pasta bake. Now this is where I shine in games. I am the greatest chef in any game. I cook it no matter what. Food, killing enemies, doing objectives. I am him. So Jack cooks the meal, devours it half instantly. I don't know how he just didn't destroy the whole thing. I would have destroyed the whole thing. Just call me Gordon Casserat in this bit. That night at 2:27 a.m, Jack wakes suddenly to see a shadow on the wall and a figure outside his window. When he investigates, the figure disappears, but he finds an animal skull and candles with ominous symbols outside his door. Alarmed, he radios Connor, who dismisses the scene as a prank by local kids. Jack locks his door and returns to bed, though the unease lingers. The next day, he questions whether the incident was a dream or a sinister reality. The following night, Jack hears a distress call on the radio from a man claiming to be lost in the woods. The man asks which paths to take, left or right. Without a map, which we try to find it for about 30-40 minutes on stream, we could not find it. So we just go ahead and guess and tell him to go to the right, because right is always right. Moments later, the man describes seeing someone and says, "I hear your whistles. Oh, I also see you behind the tree." Jack, confused, insists it's not him before the radio cuts out. Then a sudden knock at the door happens, revealing it's only Billy, who's there to drop off some supplies. Jack reheats his casserole, completes his tasks, and goes downstairs to gather firewood. He encounters a man named Silas, who claims to be doing maintenance on a nearby tower. Silas's ominous tone and cryptic words, curiosity can lead to places where you would rather not go, unsettling Jack. When Connor calls later, Jack mentions Silas, park staff member, and the radio tower he mentioned has been out for service for years. Jack cautiously heads to bed. 2 nights later, during a heavy storm, Connor informs Jack about a system update from the computers. After a frustrating search to find the code, another 30-minute ordeal on stream to find this, by the way. The game does not make it easy. After a frustrating search for the code, Jack finally completes the update before the power goes out. He restarts the generator and boasts about his flawless aim while using the porta potty before returning to his tower. A week later, Connor wakes Jack to report smoke from another campsite. Using our binoculars, Jack spots a group of cult-like figures surrounding a burning altar. Thinking quickly, he attempts to take a photo for evidence, but forgets to disable the flash, alerting the group. They begin running headfirst towards the tower. Panicked, scared, Jack locks the door, hides underneath the bed. An enormous man bangs down the door, absolutely busts inside with his clown-like feet. Is this man Ronald McDonald? Them feet are absolutely humongous. God damn, boy. Yo. Once the intruder leaves, Jack escapes but is chased into an outhouse. After a tense moment, the man drifts away, allowing Jack to flee back to his RV, just as the pursuer catches up. Jack manages to lock the RV door and drive away, never looking back. Jack reports the incident to HQ, but his manager, Mike Scott, dismisses his concerns as paranoia brought on by isolation. Authorities investigate the area the next morning, but no evidence of misconduct. Despite photographic proof, neither Jack's family nor his colleagues believe his story about the cults. Resolving never to return to the Ironbark State Park ever again, Jack warns anyone planning to camp there to be cautious and stay safe. And that ends the game and the story of the Ironbark Lookout from Fears to Fathom. If you want to see any more indie games just like this, make sure to smash that like button. Let's aim for 100 likes on the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn the post notifications on to never miss an upload. Join the Twitch, twitch.tv/Casses, link in the description and top comment. Same as the Discord. The Discord is the best way to keep in contact with me, to find all my socials, to know when I'm streaming, to know when I'm uploading. There's even a really great community, really welcoming community, probably the best community on any platform. We're a small group who are very, very entertaining. So come in, join up, join the fun, come interact with me. Thank you guys for watching the video. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.